you have a rainbow of colors to choose from nowadays in the home. It doesn't always have to be painted white. That's our new design code for 2024.
And Melissa, I really want to thank you for being on the show today because you always try to make our homes more beautiful. And that helps make life better. Thanks, Melissa.
Thank you, Stephen. And for more colorful home design inspiration, follow me on Instagram at Housing News.
It's that time again, the wrap up the year sales event at Clovis Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, bringing you deals on deals on deals. Cruise through the holidays with no payments for 90 days on most models. This is the last year of production for the iconic Dodge Charger and Challenger. So take home some American muscle with 0% financing for 72 months on all new 2023 Charger SXT and Challenger GT models. Take up to $10,000 off a new Ram 1500 Bighorn. Or how about 10% off new 2500 and 3500 heavy duty models? Ram, the hardest working trucks in the Central Valley. Discover more deals and experience the Clovis difference. Visit Clovis Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the corner of Herndon and Peach and online at clovischrysler.com. Clovis CDJR thanks all veterans for your service. Their team wishes all a safe and happy holiday season. No payment offer on select models. See dealer for details. $10,000 Ram offer includes $4,500 factory rebate, $2,500 dealer discount, and $3,000 lease loyalty rebate. Restrictions apply. Finance offer requires financing and approval through Stellantis Financial. $1,389 per month for $1,000 finance based on $0 down in lieu of rebate. Offer ends December 31st, 2023.
Stacking Benjamins with Joe and his good friend OG not only has great financial insight, it's laid back with humor too.
The number of times we've had experts on this year around being burnout and all the things we talked about overspending, these cookware kitchen things solve all those problems. I mean, number one, you can make healthier food because it's at home, and frankly, there's nothing better for my mental health than at the end of my day, putting on some music and just having the chopped carrot. You know what I mean?
Find out more by searching the Stacking Benjamins podcast wherever you listen.
You have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policy you had to purchase for your previous mistake? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-555-1509. Lou is intimately familiar with your problems. If you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million, about $100 to $200 per month. You may have a solution for your previous policies as well. And then you can save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Call Big Lou. For not donating blood, my blood type is not in demand. There are often shortages of type O, A, and B blood, and for all types, shortages occur during the summer and winter holidays. There's no excuse for not helping make sure that the Central California Blood Center always has an adequate supply of blood available for your family's friends and needs.
I'm scared of vampires.
Those aren't real. Be the bigger person. Go to donateblood.org now. Take the promo code SIZZLE at checkout to get that extra $30 off your order. Order to be one. Omaha, America's original butcher.
This is Real Estate Today because you love real estate.
And we are back with our special show, The Year Ahead, taking a long-range look at 2024 and what it might mean to your real estate planning. In this half hour, what can the nation's home builders do to put up more housing and help meet that huge buyer demand? That story's ahead. But first, let's check in with Bill Thompson in the Real Estate Today newsroom. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Stephen. College football is changing the housing market in some communities. The New York Times reports taking over college towns like Athens, Georgia, home of the University of Georgia. The Times reports that wealthy fans and investors have converted many homes to those towns, short-term rentals, effectively pricing local renters out. Well, chalk this up as another reality of today's housing market. It's too expensive for some divorcing couples to live separate lives. In Mesa, Arizona, Michael and Danielle Pantone bought a house last year that is now worth less than they owe. And now, they can't afford separate households. They told Phoenix's 12 News.
What's a good choice though? Like, we said, hope that the bank will take less than we owe.
Initially, we looked for rental, apartments or something, and, in hopes that we could still sell the house, we would have to continue to make the mortgage payment, rent for a one-bedroom apartment near here.
It wasn't so much a decision as just like, we couldn't find a way to move out.
The station reports that Danielle Pantone did ultimately find an affordable apartment, but they still can't sell their house. Stephen, back to you.
Thanks, Bill. And now, let's continue our conversation with the nation's home builders about the year ahead and beyond, to find out what they're doing to help supply meet demand. Joining us now once again is Jim Tobin, the president and CEO of the National Home Builders. Jim has more than 20 years experience with the nation's home builders and on Capitol Hill as well. Jim, welcome back to Real Estate Today.
Thanks, Stephen. It's great to be with your listeners and continue our conversation from the first hour.
I am so glad you were here. And Jim, something interesting I read on the NAHB website, that the most of single-family and multi-family homes is happening in ex-urban areas. Can you tell us about that?
There are several driving factors to the cost of a new home. Land prices, we talked a little bit about the lending side of that, labor, of course, and then we talk about supply chain. But that land piece, if you're looking at ex-urban, that's where you're going to be able to find cheaper land prices. And so we're seeing people push out, especially in the post-COVID era, where people aren't commuting into city centers as much, or people aren't getting work from home permanently. So they're willing to look farther outside those urban centers.
Interesting. So finding land and affordable land is one of your challenges. But as we both know, another challenge is finding the workers to put up those homes. Tell us about that.
For the better part of a decade, I've worked out the market. The government has about 400,000 open jobs in the construction industry. And that's a function of a retiring workforce. The average age of a plumber is in the high 50s, not quite. Those retiring workers with younger people. And that's a function of since the 1970s, we have kids to go to a 4-year college in order that they can be successful in America to go to a 4-year college. We have got to change that dynamic. College is not for everybody. And for too long, becoming a tradesman or a tradeswoman has really been a plan B. Oh, you can't make it in college, well, go learn a trade. Well, we need to talk to parents, guidance early as their secondary school and even into elementary school to show kids that learning a trade is plan A just as much as going to college. That you have a fantastic career and that you're tomorrow's entrepreneur. You learn a skill on day one, you become an apprentice, then you work on a crew, and probably in 10 years you've got your own business, your own crew, and you're pricing out jobs in the bass boat. So we have got to change the mindset in America that the trades again, that they are as much plan A as going to college.
And if someone took your advice, I can think of 3 words.
Yes, that is one way to combat that student debt. Never use. So yes, no student debt is obviously a factor.
Excellent. And another challenge, red tape. Regulations that really slow home construction. So Jim, is there any reason to hope that building homes will be put on a faster track in 2024?
Almost 25% of the cost of a newly constructed single-family home is embedded in regulatory burdens at the local, state, and federal level. Almost 43% of the cost of multifamily units is embedded in regulations at all 3 levels of government. It's time for government to reduce the cost of housing. You hit one right on the head. Local governments, they need to help. They need to get out of the way. They need to reduce the time it takes to move a permit or plans through the process. Of course, we need regulation, but we can do it faster because in real estate, as you know better than I do, time is money. And if we can just find a way to reduce those costs at the regulatory level, those costs get transferred to the construction and the home buyer immediately.
Well, Jim, from all of us here at Real Estate Today, we certainly hope that 2024 is a great year for the nation's home builders because we really need those houses to go up. And Jim, I want to thank you for being on the show today.
Well, Steve, it's great to be with you, and I wish you and your listeners the happiest holidays, the happiest of the new year, and you're absolutely right. Here's a great 2024.
Absolutely. Jim Tobin, the president and CEO of the National Association of Home Builders. Coming up on Real Estate Today, a realtor who does everything she can to help people with cancer.
It's given me a whole new outlook on life, a whole new outlook on kindness, and it's been a gift to me.
That's next, right here on Real Estate Today.
What do Apple, Google, Amazon, and Spotify have in common? They all play the Real Estate Today podcast. It's the online version of the radio show, so you can listen on the plane, on the train, or on a boat. We're everywhere you are. The Real Estate Today podcast, the real deal. We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain.
But we don't speak Spanish.
So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks. Babbel's conversational method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive bite-sized lessons, you'll remember what you learned.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo se llama?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish.
Estoy muy emocionado para ir a España contigo.
Aww, he just said, I'm very excited to go to Spain with you. Vamos a tener muchas diversiones.
And that means we're going to have so much fun.
Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, one hit for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper, and you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping with prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brand at up to 95% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient, 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, use the address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This is Rocky Lazo with International Star Registry. Over the past 45 years, we have gained millions of stars for celebrities, dignitaries, and individuals worldwide. For $59, call from 800-282-3333 or visit starregistry.com. You can name a star as the ultimate Christmas gift. The star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. copyright. Call 800-282-3333 to get the brightest gift. That's 800-282-3333.
That is, realtors all across America will be volunteering their time and effort to help their neighbors, wherever that help is needed. And a realtor who is doing exactly that. Irene Sawyer, realtor with Keller Williams High Country in Boone, North Carolina, saw a serious need in her community among people with breast cancer. To answer that need, Irene founded the High Country Breast Cancer Foundation, which helps cancer patients in so many ways. Medical care, weight, mastectomy drugs, and other cancer-related things. And it contributes to the college tuition for children. Irene received an honorable mention at NAR's 2023 Good Neighbor Award. Irene, welcome to Real Estate Today.
Thank you so much for giving us such a
I am so glad you're here. So, Irene, tell us all about the High Country Breast Cancer Foundation. How did it get started?
I'm a 12-year cancer breast cancer survivor. That type of breast cancer only had a 30% survival rate. And after too much chemotherapy and double mastectomy surgery, I made it. I was so lucky I survived this breast cancer. Now I'm 12 years out. And so I just kept thinking to myself, I've got to do something. So when I got to the High Country, I Googled breast cancer walk in the High Country, and all I received as results was a breast cancer walk in Charlotte and one in Winston Salem. So that was my aha light bulb moment. I thought to myself, this is what I can do.
That is wonderful. And so, Irene, tell us what the High Country Breast Cancer Foundation does for cancer patients in your area.
Of course, we took the time to personally interview every patient. We asked them what they're struggling with. Do they have a hard time preparing meals? Do you need mastectomy garments, orthopedic things like that? And so every scholarship that we give out is basically a personalized gift. We had a young lady passed away 5 years ago, and she left 2 little girls. And so her husband was raising the girls, and so we went to him and said, what can we do to help you? And he said, is there any way you can set up scholarship funds for my girls? And I said, sure. That's wonderful. So every year we contribute to the scholarship fund to go to this daughter.
Wonderful. And Irene, one more question for you. You talked about